If you have these 5 masculine traits, you will be the perfect gentleman that every woman wants. If you have these 5 masculine traits, a lot of girls will find you extremely attractive and they will have no choice but to fall for your charm. So these are the 5 masculine traits that every man should have if you want to attract as many women as possible. The first masculine trait you must have if you want to attract as many women as possible is being confident. The highest trait that women find attractive in men is confidence, because every woman wants to be with a man who they feel is sure of themselves. Because when you are sure of themselves, when you are sure of yourself, that is the only time you can be able to lead a woman. That is the only time where you are able to, dominate a woman, which a lot of women actually want. A lot of women actually want their men to dominate them. And now, if you're a guy who is not confident, there's no way you can be able to dominate a woman to the point where she will have no choice but to submit to you. A man who is confident is a man who understands himself, who has that internal comfort with himself. He doesn't try too much to impress people. He doesn't care about people's opinion. He's just internally sure of himself. When women come around you, they can easily perceive if you are confident or not. And one of the easiest ways to tell a woman that you are confident is eye contact. Eye contact is extremely important in everything you are doing with a woman, because that is the easiest way they judge if a man is confident or not. Let's say you approach a girl. You don't approach a girl with your eyes down on the floor. You have to approach a girl looking her in the eye till she brings her own eye down. One of the psychological hacks I will reveal to you guys now is when you're talking to a woman and you guys are making eye contact, don't look down before her. It shows that you are weak compared to her. But if you are doing anything with a woman and you're looking to her eye to eye, then she's the one that is meant to look down, or she's the one that is meant to look away. This now tells her that, oh, this guy is dominant, because with that eye contact you made with her and you are still making with her and she had to put her own eye away, you've asserted your dominance over her and she respects that. So as a guy, you have to be confident, or else majority of these girls will not find you attractive. And it shows that you are not masculine, and it shows that you're probably a very weak guy who is not even sure of himself. And most girls will find this extremely unattractive. The second quality you must have if you want a lot of women to be attracted to you is physical strength. One of the best things any guy can do for himself is to be in the best physical shape he can be in. Not only does it improve your confidence, it also makes you more physically attractive to these girls. And it also has a way of telling these girls that, oh, this guy is very, very disciplined. Because for you to have a great body, that means you are disciplined. That means you are working out. That means you are eating right. It actually makes them to respect you. Unlike when you are fat, when you are basically physically out of shape, majority of girls will not find you physically attractive, and they'll see you as a guy who is lazy, as a guy who is not even serious with his life, because all you do is eat, eat and eat and sleep. And a lot of girls will not like to be with this kind of guy because they won't be able to respect you. Every girl wants to be with a guy who they feel is very, very, very in tune with his masculine nature. And one of the easiest ways to tell a woman that you are masculine is by showing it on your body. You can't claim to be masculine when you look like a woman or when you are physically out of shape. Some guys have weak arms. Some guys have feminine bodies. Some guys even walk feminine. Some guys even talk feminine. Like you're talking, you're doing like this. Like it makes no sense. You have to appear masculine. And one of the easiest ways to do it is by being in a great physical shape. Women find it very, very, very seductive, very, very attractive, and it also makes them to respect you. And most importantly, it is good for your own health, because it's not always about these women. It's just being in a great physical shape is good for your own health. It's good for your health, because if the fatter you are as a man, the more complicated health issues you tend to have. So be in good physical shape. It is healthy. It makes these girls to respect you more, and it makes you extremely attractive to these girls, and it shows that you are masculine. So guys, be in great shape. It's actually rewarding in all ramifications. Very, very rewarding. The third masculine quality that a lot of women find attractive in men is a man who is kind and compassionate. Now, as you all know, there is a difference between being masculine and being toxically masculine. When you are toxically masculine, it means that you are just like a brute. You're a brutal guy. You are just brutal. Majority of girls, in fact, 100% of girls, at least 99% of girls, will not want to be with such a guy who is brutal, who has no human feeling, who doesn't have emotions, who doesn't have human sympathy, who is not kind. You are stingy. You are not compassionate. You are just a brutal human being, an unkind human being. Majority of girls will not want this kind of guy because someone like you will not be able to meet up with the emotional part of a woman, because like it or not, women are emotional and they also want a man to be able to satisfy that aspect of their own needs. So for example, attention, compassion, and just trying to make a woman feel that you appreciate her by being kind to her, by getting her nice things, making her feel important, calming her down when she's emotionally stressed, and all those stuff. If a woman knows that you will not be able to do these stuffs for her, these kind of things for her, because of how unkind and uncompassionate you are, she will not want to be with you. Because women are very soft and they also want a man who can be able to be in tune with that soft side of theirs. So if you cannot be able to satisfy this side of a woman, majority of girls won't want you. So as a man, in as much as you should be, you should be a man, you should be a masculine man, but you should also be kind, you should also be compassionate, you should also have human sympathy, because that is what makes you a human. We all have emotions. Now, I'm not saying you should go and cry and be weak and show weakness to a woman, no, but be able to be compassionate, be able to be kind, and be able to show a woman your soft side too, because that is what we make her to be more comfortable with you, not you always be masculine at every single point in time. So women actually want this, and they actually find it very, very attractive in their men, especially when you know how to balance it with being masculine. When women can have problem with a man who shows to who is kind is when he's over kind, when he's over compassionate, when he's over emotional. Don't overdo these things. Just know how to balance being masculine, being a stoic, and being kind and being compassionate. The fourth masculine quality that women actually crave for, if they're ready to die for you, if you are a guy who has this quality, is you are decisive. Now, I'm not saying being decisive, being arrogantly decisive, or being foolishly decisive. No, you are wise. You are a guy who is wise. You are a guy who is smart, and you're also decisive. You're able to apply your smartness and your wisdom in your decisiveness. There are some guys who are foolishly decisive. They are good at making wrong decisions. Now, the truth is, women actually hate making decisions. This is one of the things that women detest the most. They fear it the most. Being in a position where they have to make decisions, especially crucial decisions. That is why women always want to be with men who are decisive, because it takes away that burden from them. There are some women who hate making decisions. Most women I know hate being in positions where they have to make decisions. That is why they prefer being with men who are decisive. Being decisive complements their feminine traits of being undecisive. Now, if you're a guy and you're not good at making decisions, it becomes a problem, because you now burden your woman with that task to always be making decisions for both of you. Because as a man, if you want to be a leader in your home, you have to be good at making decisions. You have to be a decisive husband. You have to be a decisive boyfriend. It will make these girls to respect you more. It will make your woman to respect you more. It will make your woman to look up to you more. And it will make your woman to depend on you more. And when a woman respects you more, depends on you more, it makes her to be much more attracted to you. Because, of course, when it comes to women, respect must come first before attraction. So being a very decisive guy makes her to respect you, makes her to find you more attractive. That's basically it. So that is why you have to be decisive. You have to learn to be decisive. The next masculine quality that women actually love in men is a man who is ambitious. Every woman wants a conqueror. Every woman wants to be with a man who is chasing the bag. Every woman wants to be with a man who has purpose. There are some guys I know that what is holding them back in life is that they put women before their own ambition. Women hate guys who are ready to abandon their ambitions just for them. She might tell you, oh, don't do this. Stay here with me. Do this for me. But in the real sense, women don't want a man who will put them first before their own purpose in life, or before money, or before their ambition. Every woman wants to be with a man who is winning in life. And the worst thing you can do for yourself as a man is to put a woman before your own ambition. Because trust me, if you are not leveling up, if you are not constantly leveling up, and another guy who is better than you comes for that woman, most likely she will leave you. Because of course, she sees you as a guy who is not ambitious. At least if you're ambitious, she will have hope that tomorrow things will turn out better for you. But this one, you're not ambitious at all at all. How will she be attracted to you? How will she even respect you? A woman wants to be with a man who is constantly going out there to conquer. Because every woman wants to be with a king. Every woman wants to be with a king. And therefore, you have to be a king for these women to be attracted to you. Now, I'm not saying be a king, but you just have to be a man who is ambitious. You have to be a man who is pursuing your goals. You have to be a man who is constantly working hard and striving to become better in life. It makes women to respect you more. It makes women to be attracted to you more. Personally, I've met girls who found themselves extremely attracted to me because they were able to discover how hard I work, because they were able to discover how ambitious I am. Women love these masculine traits in men, and most likely, if you don't have these traits, majority of women will not find you attractive. Even if they found you attractive initially, as time goes on and as they get closer to you and know you more and see you as a guy who is not ambitious, majority of them will lose attraction for you. This is why sometimes a girl will start dating you, and after a while she tells you, I'm not doing it again, because she now discovered some of the things about you that is unattractive to a woman. There's no reasonable woman I know that would love to be with a guy who is not ambitious. Because if you're not ambitious, majority of these girls will categorize you as a lazy man. And trust me, that is like the worst impression to make on a woman about yourself. That you are lazy, that you don't want to grow in life, that you don't have a purpose in life. Majority of the women you come in contact with will not want to be with a guy like you, because you are not a guy who has the prospects to win in life. Because even if you're not winning now, if you're ambitious, if you're hardworking, majority of girls will still want to be with you, because they are like, I will bet on this guy that this guy is going to, his life is going to get better because he's ambitious, he's hardworking. But if you don't have these traits, majority of these girls will not want to be with you. They don't want to be with you. And trust me, as a man, you have to be ambitious. You have to be ambitious, because that is the only way to get better in life as a man. If you're not ambitious, trust me, you will not grow. You can't grow in life. You will hardly grow, except like something happens that changes your life automatically, like a miracle, or you won a lottery, something like that. So you have to be ambitious as a man. So that's basically it on today's video. Like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. And of course, see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys. Peace.